Okay, we're live. So right now, I'm Craig. We have Brenda. We have Dawn. And what we're talking about is doing the live streaming for the WNC Flyer on June 2nd. Hopefully, some people will pick this up as we talk. And we're hashing this out as far as what we're going to do, the timing, and so forth, and also to educate everybody that's coming to the event on looking at this on your phone when we get started. So we discussed about 8 o'clock in the morning, people start, taking off. And I'll let one of you guys talk a little bit more on the event and how this can people can see them, their friends and families can see them while they're riding and so forth. And we wanted to add something that would make it a little more a little more marketing to it. So go ahead. Who wants to go first, Brenda or you, Dawn?
I'll go I'll go first and then I'll let Brenda talk about the rest stops because what we're going to do is we'll have a camera at in the first within the first 5 miles as everybody leaves Oscar Blues and heads off to it's going to be the first rest stop. We will have a camera set up on Cascade Lake Road to catch everybody as they go by so they can wave at it. And we'll get everybody riding and then they'll all be heading from there on their various routes because there's 4 different routes, but all of them will stop at rest stop 1. And Brenda, where's rest stop 1?
Rest stop 1 is at Etowah Valley Country Club area on Holly Springs Road, kind of at that T intersection. It's a pavilion right across from the open golf course area.
And riders will be arriving there as early as probably about a little bit before 9 o'clock, maybe 8:45 for the fast riders.
Correct.
And they'll be coming through there until probably about 11, almost 11:30, depending on how fast they ride and what route they're doing, because some of them have a longer distance to go. And then we'll also have a camera over at rest stop 3. Where's that, Brenda?
That is at Kids City, USA. And it is on the corner of Elm and I don't know what that cross street is right there.
Wilson.
Is it Wilson? Yeah, Wilson right
Elm
there.
Bend Road and Wilson. So as our riders come down Wilson, some will continue on Wilson, some will turn on Elm Bend to finish their route. And that's what we call rest stop 3. And the shortest route, which is the half metric, won't be going over there. They'll have already returned back to Oscar Blues at this point. But all the other routes, whether you're doing 50 miles, the metric, or the full century, you will get to stop at rest stop 3, and we'll be there with a camera.
Yeah, it'll look a little bit different.
Now,
go ahead.
What's that?
No, go ahead.
Oh, I will be out. I guess it's about 4 or 5 miles till you get to that curve, something like that.
Yep, just about that.
And the curve, I will be at the curve because I can get my car. There's a little gravel area if nobody knows about it, and I'm going to sit up there. So I'm going to get them coming there. It's like a quarter of a mile to where you can't see them down the road. So as soon as they come up, I will have them on the screen for probably a couple minutes, and then they come around the corner, and then I'll have another camera that's picking them up from the side. So we'll see them, on like a pace line, and then we'll see the pace line from the side. So those who didn't get the wave or whatever, or they were really right behind and tucked in tight behind the person they're drafting, so to speak, we'll get them from the side. So I'll have 2 cameras there. Then with Brenda, we'll probably before that, we'll set up so the camera will be there. So we're not setting it up, at 8:30, something like that. So anybody that's real fast, we'll catch them out there at the rest stop. I've been at that rest stop. It does get crowded. We will have a stand for the camera and everything. They can go over and say, "Hi, Mom, I made it," that kind of thing, and whatever they want to say. And I think if we tell them that it's a little more personal with the streaming and so forth, that they'll get a big kick out of. I mean, let's face it, that one guy that when you were doing the one test, the guy leaned over and said, "Hi, Mom." And they can be funny, whatever, just not real. Anyway, real bad on it. But I would think if I was riding, I would tell everybody a week ahead of time, we're going to have live streaming. You're going to see me on the bike, and then I'm going to go to a rest stop, and I'm going to say hi. Maybe somebody will interview me because I'm a real elitist, whatever. And there's all kinds of things you can do. Whatever we tell them that's available, then they should be able to understand that. And if they don't want to, if they're wanted by the FBI, they can put their hand over their face, joking. And anyway, if they don't want to get on, that's fine. They don't have to. I mean,
we'll have signs at the rest stop so you know where the camera is. So if you need to duck, you can, and you'll know what's going on at that point. If you want to come up and say hi, you'll absolutely be able to do that. And hopefully when we get done, after the event's over, we'll save some clips from it and be able to share those out. Is that something we can do?
The recorded part will be, we're streaming now to the Facebook page for the club. So that will stay there. When I shut it off, it'll stay there. I don't have to really post anymore. It'll be right there. So afterwards, you can see the recorded video. But as we are filming right now, you can see I made the screen a little bit bigger. Can you see that? Everybody's a little bigger. Okay. So
yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Well,
we look like our normal size.
Okay, but didn't that make it a little smaller? No?
No.
No? All right. Well, I can see it. And I'm older than you, so I need it big. Okay? Big.
This looks good.
So
it'll be streaming from the BRBC Facebook page on the day of the flyer where we are today, right now.
Right. We got Linda got that hooked up. She couldn't find me at first, but then she found me. So she put it up
there. Out there.
There's a lot of what?
Craig's out there.
Craig is not, it's not a popular name anymore, especially the millennials, Jamal, that's coming up big, whatever, but no Craig. So so I can't hide that easily. Oh, Craig, you're the only one in Pennsylvania. Okay. So anyway, I'm looking forward to this to make this work. All right. And I'm really excited that you got.
Good. And I think we've got a good plan. We'll get the word out. And we'll put it out a week ahead of time so people can tell everyone. And I think we will be putting it in the rider packet, an email that goes out where all the parking, where all the details are in there, what's going on the day of. We'll get it in there as well, and we'll keep pushing that out so everybody knows to share the link with all their friends.
And we had one person watching, but if we get it out and they know what time it is, I think you could have hundreds and hundreds of people watching it, because I would want to watch if a friend of mine, a riding buddy or somebody is at, say, some Grand Fondo and they're live streaming. I would want to watch it in real time. So that's just me. But the live streaming is picking up. Run Sign Up is going to include it probably in the next year on their website, on their registration site. So video, as you know, with TikTok and all the other stuff, it's popular. So I think, and there's nothing wrong with video, but the real time thing is really works.
Yeah.
Did you guys want to?
If we do it at the 3 locations we just talked about, we'd have streaming from about 8:15 when the first riders come through after they leave Oscar Blues, 8:15 to about a little after 2 o'clock, depending on when the last riders come through rest stop 3. So that's a good long time to have them come through.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the rest stop 1, I guess it dies down after an hour or so, or no?
It's about 2.5 hours because
That-
all the riders go, everybody goes through there, but all the routes have different lengths before they get there, if that makes sense.
Oh,
So like the Century folks, I think they've got 32, 35 miles to ride before they even get to rest stop 1. But your people that are doing the half metric that are only riding 30 miles definitely don't have that. They have about 15 before they get over.
right.
So
But
we get a good mix of people in there.
But the other longer distances won't. They'll hit it later on again. The rest stop one.
No, they just come through the first
Yeah,
time. They just, the
that's what I
route
thought.
has a
Okay.
longer way, goes a different way to get there than the shorter
Right.
distances, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and
So-
rest stop 3, I noticed it's like you said, a couple miles below Brevard.
Oscar Blues, yes.
Yeah, Oscar Blues. Sorry, but you have to decide. Like the week before is a great time to put it out. You have to decide if you want to put anything on here for sponsors or whatever. One person, Epic Bikes, viewed this that I post.
Okay.
They watched it, and a couple other people, and Zach was there.
Yes.
And
I think
what's
we'll
that?
do at minimum. Jim's going to ask the sponsors if they want to give us a video for it. But at minimum, I want to do the page of thanking all of our sponsors and get the full page on there of all the sponsor logos, because we'll definitely want to do that. Give them
Well, the one I just showed
and then
you.
obviously at the rest stops that we're at, we should probably highlight that too and pan around and show where we are.
What do you, show?
So we're
show
at
which,
Etowah Valley for the first rest stop, and we're at Kid City, USA for the second rest stop. They've let us use their locations for the rest stops.
right. Well, yeah, that's, I'm not saying just your deal, but probably what you want to say and who you want to, say thanks for, Hunter Subaru and what's the other one?
TC
Liberty Bikes.
Liberty Bikes. I think, who's our bike mechanic at rest stop 1, Brenda?
Rest stop 1 is Ben Hinker, and they have two bike mechanics and maybe 3. Ben is a mechanic, and then Jackie's husband is a pro mechanic, and he will be there.
So that's at
Okay,
rest stop 1. So, and then at rest stop 3, we'll also have a mechanic. Is that right?
Yep, Liberty's mechanic. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That what I would do, and you don't have to do this, is I'll have, excuse me, it on a tripod, but it's also a selfie. Someone could take it and go over and interview. This is our bike. Which one did you say? Liberty? Is Liberty going to be there?
Liberty's at rest stop 3.
Okay, rest stop 1 is who again?
It's Ben Hinker and Motion Makers.
Oh, okay. So do you want them, to say something or say, blah, 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 like a little spiel, 10, 15 second, no?
They might wave.
Yeah, they might, introduce themselves.
Oh, okay.
But I don't think that I have the manpower to get somebody that is not afraid of the camera and to put it that way. So it's pretty much, I'm letting them know that it's going to be available, and if they could possibly, point people to the camera, that would be really nice and stuff like that. So
Okay. Well, as a retired teacher and being on here, I just probably assume nobody's camera shy, but they are. So
right.
I have to think about that because, they just don't want to get on the camera. So I understand that, but
right.
every day I was in front of a class, so I had to think of something to say.
Yeah,
well,
Claudia,
we'll point it and highlight it and say, there they are over there. Goes, we have a mechanic here, and he may wave, and that might be, and that'll be
Okay.
great. That'll be good.
Yeah.
And we'll want to pan out a little bit to show where we are between those 2 locations, because the Etowah Valley Golf Course is pretty nice. It's pretty out there, which is why we ride by it.
Yes.
So my
Now,
very
rest stop.
important question is, because I can't
Yes.
stay on the call for too much longer. I'm not sure what else we need to, but I have a couple questions. Is how do I get the tripod and the camera at those rest stops early enough?
Well, you said you wanted to meet the day before, I think.
Can we do that?
Okay. Yes, yes, I'll
Okay.
be there.
You'll be where?
Well, I'm staying at that Comfort Inn that's what's it, a mile from Oscar Blues on below Walmart.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we'll be staying there.
Okay.
So Brenda, pick a
wherever-
location that would be good for
Yeah.
you. I mean, if you want to just meet at Oscar Blues because it's easy, or
Yeah.
someplace else, right?
Well,
Yeah,
what day are you coming in?
Friday or Saturday. I gotta look. I'll be there the day before. It's only a 2-hour ride or an hour and a half from where I am right now.
Okay.
So you
But
tell me.
that still makes me have to make sure that I relay the message and get the equipment to the rest stops, or do it myself to get it to the rest
Well,
stop.
what? Okay,
So I've gotta
Brenda.
figure that out.
Okay, Brenda. There was a movie called "Just Tell Me What You Want."
Okay.
What do you want me to do?
I want
Just tell me.
you.
Alan King was in the movie. It was about women, and just tell me what you want. I don't want to guess. Okay. What do you want to do, Brenda?
If we meet on Friday, it's even better, but I don't want to make you come up a day early.
I think I might have it. I have to check I got so many. I got for my operation, my wife, this, that. I got to check.
That's my other question is, what day is your surgery?
It's the 14th of May.
Oh, wow. It's right around the corner. Okay.
Yes, it's next week. So I'm like, I got to get down there. I got another pre-op. I mean, they send you enough information. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So the best, my plan A for getting that equipment from you would be Friday afternoon. But
Okay.
it has to be Saturday. That can work. And the reason I say Friday is because Saturday early morning, I have to go to Liberty and sort out the equipment that goes to each rest stop that afternoon on Saturday afternoon.
Okay.
And so that would be the best plan to be able to give it to the rest stop people at the same time as their food and nutrition.
Okay.
Right. Craig, remember Saturday is our packet pickup, and that's over at Liberty. And a few other things that Brenda's working on with packing the food and all of that. So she's got a lot going on. So, and Liberty's, where Liberty is over in South Asheville.
And you're welcome to meet me there. I mean, you're welcome to come up to Liberty Bikes that morning. Yeah, mid-morning would be great if you want to just do that.
All right. Why don't we confirm it again a couple days, like Wednesday or something like that, and and then if you have to change, just tell me and we can, put it together then. How's that? I mean, even Saturday, I can help out with stuff. Is that right?
Yeah, thank you. That'll work.
We're recruiting volunteers all the time.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Right.
I had 12 that didn't show up last week, so anyway.
So, that'll work.
Yeah, so just a couple days before, we'll just put it, down on what we're doing. If there's any changes, we'll know about it then. How's that?
Okay.
So good.
Yeah.
What's the next question?
I'm going to connect with Linda. I want to try to get a picture of the ride ambassadors with their, I think, vests that she's getting, so people know who to look for. But I'm going to do that in a couple different things. But it might be something good to flash on the video, like we talk about the sponsors and who are these people with these funny vests on. If I can get them to wear the little zip ties in their helmets, that'll be even better. But I'm not sure Linda was too receptive of that. So we'll work on that one as well. And that said, I'll follow up with Linda about that. And Jim's going to follow up with the sponsors and see if we can get a video if they're interested in that. But at minimum, we'll put the sponsors page up on everything.
All right. I have another question. Craig,
Okay,
you said your wife and daughter were going to be helping you. What are they going to be doing?
Whatever you want, Brenda.
Well, I think I missed what you said they were going to be doing, so I was just wanted
Well,
to know where they were going to be.
whatever it takes to make it work with the cameras, or that sort of thing. Like Rest Stop 3, who's down there again? Is that Linda, or no? She's not down there.
No,
Somebody else.
it's
right?
Claudia at Liberty Bikes,
Claudia.
and she has two volunteers that are kind of outgoing. So I think that they will be interactive. Rest Stop 1, I'm not so sure though as interactive as others.
So at Rest Stop 3, if show them here's what you need to do and wave the camera around and go for it, I think you've got people there that'll run with it. At Rest Stop 1, we'll see.
Yeah, if I was there, I'm a big mouth Italian. They'll probably say, "Look, I got to run. Can we
Do
cut
this
this
interview
short?
later?"
I gotta
I'm only
ride.
here for a short stop, getting a water bottle.
Yeah.
Craig, I gotta go.
I gotta go. I think I told you, my wife gets behind people I'm talking to and goes, "Shh," like that, like shut the hell up, So anyway, but I don't have a problem with ad-libbing whatever. So when do I have to have the camera to the Liberty person, Rest Stop 3?
Well,
Before?
Well, if you're going to bring them to Liberty on Saturday, they'll be there to pick up all their stuff. So.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right. Okay.
I think this will work.
Does
I think we're good.
Does everybody
Let's do
have
this. We'll touch base again after your surgery, and hopefully that goes well. And as we get closer, that should go well, please. And then I'll follow up with Linda about, I want to make sure the ride ambassadors know what's going on and where the cameras are, and they also will help encourage, but they're not going to just be hanging out at any point. So they'll kind of be along the way and talk to folks as they do that. Mm-hmm. So we'll have them as, we'll figure out what we do with them. They'll all the ride ambassadors will be coming through Rest Stop 1. So they should tell everybody, hey, don't forget there's a camera there that they see. I mean, that's part their job.
So Saturday, we could have a little session on setting it up, putting the camera in, and about getting the link and all that kind of thing. All right. Because it's you guys got on all right, but I've had people like, any 20 minutes they're not on, that sort of thing. But it's pretty easy, I think, on the link.
Yeah. And we'll just have to see. I'm hopefully Claudia's helpers will be there. So we know some of our folks are more technical than others. And that's what we'll look at and make sure we have somebody there that can click the link and turn on the camera, turn on the phone, make sure it's working, put it in the tripod, facing the right direction, the basics.
That kind of thing.
Well, the other thing is,
don't forget the battery packs.
Yeah, I got those. The other thing is, we've had a few people watching. They can comment. They can say, hi, hey, Bob, how you doing, or whatever. It would come down in the bottom.
Okay.
So they can, like, if you have StreamYard has videos, like tutorials, and she'll say, like, hi, Bob, and Bob will ask a question, and it'll come up, in the bottom part of the screen. So they can say hi to whomever they, want to say hi to, or whatever. If it's real bad, I can block them.
Okay. Yeah, just keep an eye on that. I think most of the folks, so think of your riders going through, they're not going to see that. So if somebody at home is watching and types in, hi, Bob, Bob's not going to be.
They're not, no, but they'll see it they'll see it. I can tell you 90% of them, will look at it after they're done. So they'll see it then. They won't see it. I mean, unless they're riding and holding their, phone, but that's a little dangerous.
We don't recommend that.
No. Okay. So anyway, I'm going to end this, and then we'll talk as we get closer. All right.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right. Okay.
Just get me